This is the Cholo News Report for Wednesday 09 May 2018. The High Court of Australia disqualifies Senator Katie Gallagher because she held dual citizenship with the United Kingdom when elected, despite her attempts to renounce it. Firms in similar situations are under pressure to resign. Manager of opposition business Tony Burke said on Tuesday that if the High Court found Ms. Gallagher had not taken reasonable steps, Labour would obviously have to deal with that across the board. Crossbench Senator David Leyonhjelm, who sits on the Joint Standing Committee on Electoral Matters, said he reluctantly supported a referendum and believed there was no choice after the High Court decision. Ms. Gallagher is the 11th politician to quit, or be booted from Parliament in the citizenship crisis, though two coalitions Barnaby Joyce and John Alexander were returned at by-elections. The heads of Serco and Mighty are expected to appear before the UK's Public Administration and Constitutional Affairs Select Committee to testify over the collapse of Carillion. Carillion had been found to be bidding at low rates in order to win more work. The government claims that its contingency plans meant that jobs, previously done by Carillion, such as providing cleaning and school dinners, continued despite the disruption. However, construction projects which the group had been working on, including a major hospital in the Midlands, have been badly delayed. President of Argentina Mauricio Macri announces talks with the International Monetary Fund on financial support for the country's economy. The Central Bank of Argentina interest rate is now at 40, inflation at 25 and the value of the Argentine peso at a record low. After recent turmoil that saw interest rates hit 40, President Mauricio Macri said IMF aid would strengthen growth and help avoid crises of the past. Mr. Macri said in an address to the nation on Tuesday, just a few minutes ago, I spoke with Director Christine Lagarde, and she confirmed we would start working on an agreement. Many people still blame IMF austerity requirements for policies that led to a financial and economic meltdown in 2001 to 2002. That left millions of middle-class Argentines in poverty. The Guardian reports that the Grenfell Tower in London, which burned down last year with the loss of 72 lives, received a quote for non-flammable cladding, but it was rejected for a more expensive option which exacerbated the fire. Peter Hilliard, the director of DB Facades, said his company was asked to provide costs for solid aluminium sheets which do not spread flame, backed with mineral wool insulation which does not burn. The building research establishment found the fire would not have spread beyond the fourth floor flat where a fridge freezer had malfunctioned if the tower had not been clad in the combustible materials. For the second time in 2 months, North Korea leader Kim Jong-un meets China President Xi Jinping, this time in Dalian. Speculation had been rife that Kim had traveled to Dalian, not far from the border between China and North Korea, after citizens reported tightened security and traffic controls. The latest visit comes after Kim traveled to Beijing in March, his first journey outside the country since becoming leader at the end of 2011, and amid a sudden frenzy of diplomacy.